Hi there, it's Lucas here again. I wanted to share some thoughts with you that I had recently about my workplace, because I know that a lot of people in today's world like to talk about hustle culture and building something on the side, like a side business, or maybe a main business jumping to entrepreneurship and stuff like this. And I like this as well. Like, it's totally my jam. I like to work a lot, I like to learn a lot, and even this is kind of a side project for me, or some project that I hope to build into something bigger, into a community that we can collaborate in, exchange ideas and thoughts, and support each other. But also, I don't like the message that a lot of people send on the internet about normal 9 to 5 jobs. Many people talk down on 9 to 5 jobs or on people who work 9 to 5 jobs. But I work a 9 to 5 job myself, and I did for some time. I've spent some time completely in an own business that I built with some friends, and I liked both, and I still like both. For me, after seeing both worlds, I don't see a clear distinction between working for yourself and working for someone else. I think a lot of it depends on your setting, your mindset around work and around working for someone or working with someone. Because even if you're an entrepreneur, you still have to pay attention to what other people want from you. You're not getting free in a sense. You don't have one boss, you have many clients that are basically many small bosses. Yeah, of course you can get rid of one and choose another one, but if you always just work with people that you like or with projects that you like, then you may have difficulty financially sometimes. You're not always completely free to choose your work, even if you're an entrepreneur or working for yourself. And a few things that I like about working for someone else, like for a big company. I work in a big corporation in Germany. I worked for some time in a family business that had around 600 people working there. Now I work for a big company in Germany. I won't say the name, but it's worldwide known. And yeah, some things that I'm thankful for in my job are, for instance, that I can learn there without any risk, and I get paid for doing so. I can try out new skills, new methods to work on my working time. Maybe that's not true for everyone, but in most jobs you get some form of professional training. Sometimes, or oftentimes, the company even pays for this professional training that you get additionally, of course, to your degree or your apprenticeship or whatever you did prior to this to be able to work there, to get this job. But usually you continually learn something new. You get to work with different people. You can look at their processes, what they are doing different than you. And so I feel like I get a lot back from this aspect alone. I think I would actually quit my job sometime or someday if I wouldn't learn anything anymore from there. But as long as I feel like I learned something from the current position that I have, I want to continue doing it, because where else are you going to get paid for learning something new every day? Maybe that's job specific, but like I said, I think in most jobs you have to learn something new. Of course, if you're open to it, if you're open to seeing what you can learn. And maybe if you don't learn anything new anymore, it's time to look around for another position somewhere else, maybe in the same company, maybe in a different one. But growing professionally is also enabling to you to grow as a person, I think. Another point is that, at least in Germany, I can weather the storms of financial insecurity, let's say, without much fear. I know in other countries, especially in the US, it's a little different. It depends on the employer that you work for. But in Germany, you have a very high degree of security or job security, especially if you work for one company for a couple of years. Then it's very difficult to fire you or to let you go. And if they do so, if they decide to do so, you can accept like a compensation package or something like this for going away. Otherwise, even if, like, that's Germany specific as well, but other countries have it as well. If you happen to lose your job after working for a company, you get some minimum wage from the government to like sustain yourself. It's not much, but it would be enough to live from it. And so I think a company, a big stable company, sometimes helps you like weather the storms without too much fear. And especially if you're someone who leans towards a lot of fear or anxiety, it can be a safety net for you. Like, I don't say don't start a business or don't do anything entrepreneurial. I encourage it actually, because I think it changes the way you think about stuff. It enhances your abilities to execute. You learn a lot from it. But I also say, like, don't burn the bridges too early. Don't be too quick to like fire yourself or go away from your employer, because sometimes it's the help or the support that you get there that helps you do something on the side. So the stability enables me to also take bigger risks in other areas of my life, be it in investing. Like, I invest in different assets that are fairly risky sometimes. I don't invest too much in it, but yeah, that's something I do, and it's risky, and I'm not afraid to lose the money that I invest there, because I know I have some form of stability through my normal 9-to-5 job. And the same goes with my entrepreneurial endeavors. Like, I'm doing this this project, and I have time. I'm free to explore, to try out, to experiment, and to try out different stuff to learn what I want to do actually with this, where I want to go with this. I don't have this to work right away. I can spend a year or 2 years or 3 years on this, and it's not going to run away from me. Of course, as long as you have the discipline to invest time in your side hustle during work, and as long as it's not leading to you burning out. I mean, that's something you should pay attention to. If you have the option, and if you think that it's reasonable for you to do so, like, you could reduce some working time in your 9-to-5 job. For instance, I work for 4 days out of 5. 1 day a week I work on side projects or work like on voluntary work. I volunteer a lot without any pay. So this is something that I want to do to help people, and that's why I reduced my time. Of course, the pay also is reduced with this, but it's enough for me to live comfortably, so I don't mind. But yeah, that's what 9-to-5 job basically enables you to do. Lastly, I would say through my work, I get access to many different tools for like my work that I need for my work life. I learn to use them, like I mentioned already, and I get access to people that I otherwise would have difficulty to reach naturally. Like, for instance, some leaders in my organization, I can just call them or talk to them openly about stuff. Professional experts that tell me about different technologies. I can learn from them. I can just schedule a meeting with them and talk to them about stuff. The same goes for other departments or maybe international networks that I can access, that I can talk to. Maybe professional counseling or something like this that is available on the job. So there's a lot of benefits in reach that I would have difficulty, or I would have to build actively if I would do it from scratch. So anyway, that are my thoughts for like keeping your 9-to-5 job, even though if you're exploring some entrepreneurial idea or some side business. I think it's a great way to start, to try out different things and to check if it's working for you. Maybe lastly, the moment that I would say is it's time to jump ship and completely invest in your side business is when it's taking a big toll on you to sustain both, and your side business is actually working. So if you see there's something that is actually working, it's bringing you money, and the only thing you have to do is to scale it up or to invest more time in it or more money, then I would encourage to do so, to not wait too long in your main job, or to reduce your time in your side, or in your main job, let's say, in the 9 to 5. But yeah, other than this, I don't see any reason to quit your day job prematurely. Okay, I would like to know what you think about this. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I will gladly talk about your concerns or your thoughts on this topic in another video, and hope you have a nice day, and see you in the next video. Bye.